This is part three, probably the final part of this video, I guess. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I was also the Chemie ambassador, student ambassador. So I gave tours and stuff for Chemie, the Chemie department. And it was actually during one of these things, Aiki, where I met Yasmin. So Yasmin was this girl I really liked. I met her after my friend Amber introduced us. Because so there's a chemi lounge thing, which is like where our chemi department is like 50 people. I swapped to chemi after my first year, and so I think it was like 50 people ish. And it's kind of nice because it's like it's a good enough amount to like have friends, close friends, where eventually you kind of all kind of get to know each other at some point, right? But yeah, but let me get some water again. Yeah, yeah. So we were doing this like Chemi Pal program where it's like you're matching like mentors and stuff, younger people and older upperclassmen for like Chemi stuff, like kind of like his mentor thing. And then so for that, we ended up doing this kind of like it's kind of weird because we had to make these matchings and stuff ourselves. It took a while actually. So Yasmin just kind of came over from where she was sitting. I've seen her before. I thought she was kind of cute. I don't know if you guys have seen like the like let me pull this up actually. Like this like nerd emoji on iOS. Like it's this like nerd emoji. like, like this. This is kind of how she looked like, and I thought it was super cute. Like the teeth a little bit too. I thought it was super cute, and I was kind of a sucker for it. And so I started flirting with her. You know, my flirting is bullying. So I started it by calling her old. That's how I flirt. It worked pretty well actually. So maybe I don't know, maybe that's how you do it. Yeah, and so okay, so made fun of her and stuff, and then we started talking a lot actually over text, but then later on and like a lot in person too actually, but later yeah, and we went and then I asked her on a date. Well, not okay, I didn't say date. Just like okay, I was like yo, shoot. I was like I remember you said you wanted to go to this restaurant. I'll pick you up at 5 on Saturday. Let's go. And it's like okay, it's kind of very like a spur moment, like I thought it was pretty W Riz, but yeah. And so that's what I did. I took her on a date, and it was a really nice day actually, because we got there a little early. We weren't that hungry yet, so we just walking and talking. And we walked like all of like downtown Pittsburgh, all the way to this like water fountain area, and it was really pretty. And we just like laid there watching the sunset and like the stars come out, and it was really nice. It was a really nice. It's like I think that was like one of my best dates by far. I think it was. And I feel like I really clicked with her, and I really liked her. And so went on a few more dates after that too. We had break. I think it was like Thanksgiving break or something like that. And so I went home for that. Actually, no, I didn't go home for that. I went So for that one, I yeah no, it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was like the mid fall break. Fall break, yeah. So for that, I visited my friends. Yeah, I feel really bad for Yasmin and like the situation with Yasmin because the timing was fucking terrible for this thing like to happen. And yeah, but I really liked her. And yeah, so we fall break comes. It's not hard to stay in contact over fall break, so it's fine. I messaged her a few times. She responds a few times. Yeah, but I went to what's it called? Case Western in Ohio with where my friend is, and to visit her and stuff. I slept in like her old room, and yeah, it was kind of fun. I went there for like 2 3 days because I just wanted to, and then I went home, and this is when it kind of really kind of like got really like I really started to understand it like how close my dad was to dying because he was throwing up a lot at home. Like he was eating a little bit and he ate a little bit and he'd throw up. He'd eat a little bit and he'd throw up, and I had to clean up his like throw up multiple times and stuff. And then at the end of the break, And the fall break, he was like he passed out, and it was like my mom got home. I didn't check on him because I should have checked on him, but we went up and we checked on him, and then he was passed out, completely unconscious. Eyes were open, he was unconscious, and it was so fucking terrifying. And we got the ER, and we called the ambulance, and then they sent people over, and I was so scared. I was so scared, actually so scared, and I didn't know what to do, and and so I had to go because I couldn't. Well, I was there in the ER for a while. He woke up actually, and his condition was getting a little better. But he stayed in the ER for like close to a week afterwards. Until he didn't go home for like about a week. And I'm back for break. I was really distressed about that. Actually, it was so scary. Yeah, so scary. And yeah, cancer is a fucking bitch, man. I fucking hate cancer. And so yeah, that's what happened. And then we did like a baking date thing the Sunday I came back, and it was kind of nice. I mean, it was like I couldn't do all that much because what's it called? Like I she's a very like when she bakes and stuff. It's like I'm not that good at baking, but it was just me kind of following kind of what she did. And so I have pictures actually. Let me show you the pictures. Yeah, yeah. I made this account like when I was really kind of like feeling hopeless, called Living to Live, and I just have like pictures and stuff on it. It's nothing like that crazy, but yeah, just pictures and stuff. I actually haven't put up a new picture in a while. I should probably do that though. So let me just pull it up real quick. Yeah, here it is. This. Yeah, so she made these eclairs. I actually never got to try one of them. She made these eclairs and stuff, and it's kind of nice because they're like really, yeah, they're really cute and stuff. And I while she turned away, I made like a heart thingy and I got rid of it before she turned around and stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of a sucker, and yeah, and then so I don't really exact timing of this, but we had a few more dates. Eventually, we kind of decided to talk, like in the room and stuff. And she asked me about the Jesse thing, because she had heard some rumors about it. Um, Jesse had told someone on like the activity boards and that, and so she had told them that and stuff. And yeah, and she asked me about that. And after we talked about that, she was actually really understanding about it, I guess. And I was kind of nice because someone actually asked me about it. Someone believed me, and I was really like I was really happy actually. But yeah, I mean it was scary at first, but it was really happy yeah afterwards. But yeah, and after we talked about like kind of like relationship, I guess, kind of like she asked me if I thought I was ready, and I honestly told her like I think I told her the right things. I don't think I was. I think especially after I saw what happened to my dad, what's happening to my dad. I was too fucking scared to really start anything new, and I kind of regret it a little bit because I think maybe if things started then it would have been better. But I can't really know that I guess. So it's not really worth thinking about. Yeah, and so told her I wasn't ready, and she said we can wait. And she was really cute while she said that. She was, and she's actually really. I think she's kind of adorable because, and she's like even like when she's like waving goodbye and stuff, like her face is kind of like very like what's it called like when I have to go and stuff. And like, I don't know. It's so cute. Yeah, I really yeah. I have strong feelings for her, and I don't know what to do with them right now. Actually, honestly, and so yeah, that's what happened. She kind of got more distant, which makes sense because it's kind of a situationship, right? Like we're not really sure what's going on, but she tried to be there for me. She wasn't always, but I mean, she's also busy and stuff, and I understand it, right? And so my dad passed away on December 4th, December 4th, 2024, and it was the day before my exam, and I bought a ticket and I flew home, and I didn't take that exam actually. So, and I was so fucking terrified because so my mom in the morning, my mom told me he was unconscious again, and but this time the doctor said he wouldn't wake up like the other times. He went to the ER twice before that one, and like kind of like passed out, like not responding and stuff. And this time they said that he wouldn't because so what happened was his liver was kind of his liver was basically destroyed at this point. Stage 4 cancer, it's everywhere. His liver was destroyed at this point, and honestly, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, his liver was destroyed at this point, and so you kind of need your liver to live, right? Yeah, that's pretty common sense, but it gets rid of a lot of like your body creates a lot of what's it called like left like shit toxins and stuff that needs to be cleared out, and his liver wasn't functioning, and so he just the buildup in his brain was of like ammonia or something like that was strong enough where he just couldn't he was unconscious from then. So in the way he passed out right like he just died right then and there because he never woke up from that. But yeah, and so he went to the hospital. The machine was keeping him alive, but they said that he would probably die by that day, and I was so scared because I didn't know what to do. And so my pastor came over. I tried going to church that year, and like the pastor came over and stuff, and like he helped me drive me to the airport, and I took that, and I flew there, and I got there like 11 or something like that, and it was fucked up because my plane delayed. My plane delayed by like an hour. Fuck Spirit, man. My plane delayed by an hour, and because of that, I didn't even get to be there. I didn't get to be there. I didn't even get to be there in his last moments. I didn't get to be there. I only got there after he passed away. I only got there after he passed away. I'm kind of a dumbass. I'm probably on YouTube video. Yeah, I only got there after he passed away. So I stayed home for like 4 or 5 days after that. Uh, it was finals week, but my finals were all near the end, so I could kind of do that. So I stayed home for 4 or 5 days. We had to do the funeral stuff and stuff like that. I cried a bunch of times during all that. All the planning, the funeral stuff. My dad wanted like this like traditional like Chinese like Taoist funeral, and so that gets really complicated, like really really complicated actually. So it was like a whole thing, and I felt so useless, you know. I didn't know any of that shit. Like I didn't know any of the traditional stuff. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I was so useless. And I wish I could be there for my mom more. Luckily, my cousin was over. Like I have this cousin. She's well, it's cousin like officially, but she's like 30. So the age difference is pretty good. It's an 11-year age difference because the generation stuff. I don't know, but and she helped us a lot. And she helped us like for all that stuff and like yeah, and yeah, yeah. And so because of that, I was so scared. Yeah, and so and I came back to school just for the finals. It was like 5 days maybe. Surprisingly, I locked. I surprisingly I couldn't. I mean, I gave up on studying for a lot of it. Physics too, I gave up on. Thermo, I gave up on. I somehow like got so I don't know how the fuck I did it, but I got really good grades on those finals, and I got the grades I needed to end of like a 3.81 or something at the semester last semester. I mean, and that was really I don't know how the fuck I did that during all of that because I was no my head was not put together, and that ended up being my best semester so far. Yeah, and yeah, yeah, and their friends that really were they were from me, and like they came over and like they did stuff with me, and like. Yancy, another close friend of mine, was there for me like during the semester where my ex accused me of all that stuff, and she was really there for me, and that was really nice. And she made me like Korean stuff, and other friends like Audrey and like Amber and stuff. Where they were there for me to kind of just help me like not even like to study, but it was more like kind of just to be there for me. It was nice knowing they were there, and I wish I was more thankful for them. I should have. I should. I feel like I should tell them a lot more. Yeah, but I know. Yeah, I I really yeah. I'm really thankful for them. They brought me flowers and stuff. So it was Yasmin, Amber, and Audrey. They got me flowers and stuff. And it was Audrey's idea first. Yeah, but yeah. And Yasmin asked me to go to the park with her. Um, ended up being closed to us because there was like traffic or something, so we ended up going. And I mean, I appreciate the effort though. I mean, because it's kind of a lot of times it's really hard to get in call. I know. I mean, I know she was really busy, and it was only a situationship, so it makes sense. But yeah, and yeah, she gave me flowers and stuff, and I got the chance to kind of show people around my room, and like it's kind of nice. And then after everyone left except Yasmin, I told her I wanted to talk to her about something so serious. So and I kind of at first I thought I was gonna be really harsh, but I didn't end up being that way because I don't like I guess like my feelings were really strong, and I wanted to tell her how I was kind of like I was feeling kind of dissatisfied with how stuff was kind of with how she was a little inconsistent. Like there was stuff like my dad passed away and stuff like she used to get like call and stuff like that, kind of like to and she'd like kind of talk and stuff like that. Like so, and it's nice to talk to people and stuff. And I wanted to actually, and I've been calling her and stuff, but she was always busy or she never answered or pick up or something like that. And I was kind of a little, I was a little frustrated by that, I guess. And I know she was busy. I know. And it's just yeah. And I really wanted to talk to her. And yeah, yeah. So during break, no, I mean what's it called? Like yeah. So I talked to her about. I was actually really soft with it actually because I didn't think I could actually do that, but I managed to do it somehow. But she told me how she was also really stressed about all the stuff that was going on in her life and how she was scared that she didn't get good enough grades. She wanted to study abroad in London, and she was scared that she wouldn't be able to do that if her grades weren't good enough or all this stuff. And like honestly, yeah, honestly, I feel really bad because I didn't think about that. I guess kind of like the it's really easy to be self-centered. It's really really easy. And I guess once I realized that, like I was like she was going through all this too, I was like I couldn't really be angry at her. And I just told her like I guess like how I felt. I guess it's just like how I felt like we were getting distant. I felt like we were getting distant, and I didn't want that to happen. And I really liked her, and I wanted her to kind of confide in me too. And she kind of had a little bit of breakdown. That they're kind of like, but it was in a way it was kind of nice because she finally opened up to me more, and I feel like I could actually be there for her if she did that. But and yeah, we hugged and stuff, and we hugged for a long time. And then the next day she came over, and then we hugged for more again, and it was nice. It was really nice, and I really liked her, and I thought things would go well, and I really wanted it, and I kind of brought up like, oh, I want us to stay more in contact over break and stuff, like winter break. And she agreed. She's like, I've been calling stuff like that, and like blah blah, and tell me about my day, so it's like that, right? Tell me about her day. But break came and went, and she didn't really do that. She texted me like twice the whole break. I was texting her a lot, but she only texted me twice the whole break, and I was kind of upset about that. And so I don't know if this is a good decision or not, but I texted her about like kind of like that. Yeah, like such a time like how kind of like asking her like what essentially kind of like what's up, like kind of I can pull up actually. So Yeah. It's kind of feel like I was like kind of just too busy or unwilling to spend time to talk around me, and like kind of like yeah, and it's like I don't want to put myself in the situation where it's just like the relationship is the first thing she drops because she's stressed out, and I just kind of want to know where she stood on this because like I don't know, relationships take a lot of time and effort, and I feel like she didn't have that. She wasn't really like to really do that, and like I was really confused, and she never responded to that actually. That was like it was like after Christmas. It was like 27th and that, and she never responded. It's been like a full month now actually, so that's kind of crazy. Yeah, but yeah, she never responded, and I was really upset about that actually. And yeah, I debated skipping. I debated dropping. I mean, not dropping out, but I debated taking a year off. So with my degree is like this, right? So if I take a semester off, I'm gonna take a year off because I can't take my major specific classes if I do that. So what that means is basically, right? Like I feel like I really needed a break. I think I've been because I did all this stuff last semester, and I honestly, to be honest with you, like I couldn't say I was happy. I feel like I was really stressed out. I was constantly under this pressure, and I was so scared, and and I wanted to take life slower, and so I was like, maybe I should just take the semester off. I can be at home, be there for my mom more, because I felt really guilty about not being able to be there for my family, and I really wanted to try that. I felt really burnt out too, actually. So, but then I ended up deciding to go back because I I didn't want to. I guess I missed the people. Like I would miss the people, and I didn't want to do that. I like it's kind of like I no I've been kind of used to the good grade of people, and I mean my class, like my 50 people and stuff. Like a lot of them know me, and like I don't know, it's kind of nice, and it's I kind of like them, and I don't know. Yeah, it's just I wanted to stay there, but it's just like that's kind of why I ended up coming back. And right now, I'm still not sure if I do want to fully stay the whole semester because I do think I need a break at some point. I don't think I can keep doing this, and yeah, I don't think I can keep doing this. I think I'm kind of breaking a little bit. A lot of times I wake up really stressed out and stuff. And when I came back, Audrey and Amber were like most people that are kind of the most like supportive and stuff, and I'm really grateful for them because they were really there for me. And yeah, Audrey introduced me to kind of like her friend group and stuff, and it was like yeah, and I not friends now I had friends to do work with and like do all the stuff with, and I'm really grateful for her. But I really fucked up recently because I went way too far in teasing her, and I have this habit with my friends that when I get really close to them, I tease them a lot, and sometimes I do it, I push it way too far, and it's not an excuse. I know it's just I do that, and I regret it so much, and I fucked up, and like now I'm really worried about losing her as a friend because she is a really good friend of mine, and I'm really I'm really sorry. Yeah, and right now, yeah, I just hope things will work out. That's all I can really hope for. It feels like I've been hoping for this like for a long, long time, huh? Just hoping things will work out for me. No, I don't know if they will. I don't know what. I don't know what Audrey will think. Because I also don't want to hurt her. I don't want to be a source of stress for her. And I hope she forgives me. I hope that things work out. And I still don't know if I want to stay or not because I can feel the mental stress adding up. I can feel the tiredness, and I feel really tired. And that's where I'm at right now. This is the progress. This is Chinese New Year's 2025, and I'm here. And now I'm just today really stressed me out because I was waiting for some kind of reply. I don't know. Oh yeah, I didn't update the Yasmin situation, so didn't respond for like a month. So I asked Amber, our mutual friend, like kind of asked her kind of like what's up, and she said like it's complicated and like she was stressed out and she wasn't in the right mindset for it, and that kind of frustrated me because I was like, I thought like maybe I guess like I thought I deserved like a fair like a good response at least. Like I'm okay with like if you're like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship, really stressed out right now, I'm like, okay, I get it, I understand. But to not get a response, to not get anything, really hurts. And when I see her in person, she just avoids eye contact. She turns away. It's like this whole, and that really hurts. And I really missed her. I don't hug just anyone. I love hugs, but I really don't hug just anyone. All right, yeah, that's my life, I guess. Yeah, that's my life of right now.